Hi, welcome to Leland Fly Fishing Outfitters Fly Tying Night tonight. I'm Brandon Moon, and tonight we're going to bring you the suspension caddis. This is a black suspension caddis for a wintertime black caddis pattern. Awesome pattern to tie and fish. We call it suspension caddis because of the foam body that's going to help suspend this fly even more. So with that, we want to make sure and drop a comment in the comment section. Let us know what your favorite caddis pattern to tie and fish is. And with that, we'll go ahead and get started. The hook that we're going to be using today is the Moonlit Premium TOGATTA ML102 in a size 14. Black caddis are normally going to be a 14 and 16. And I'm going to start that roughly about 3/4 of the way up the hook shank, roughly about 2 hook eyes behind the eye of the hook. I'll use my tag end of thread, which is Semperfli Classic Wax 12/0 in black, to wrap all the way back to the bend of the hook. Trim that out with a razor blade. Now I'm going to take a piece of Moonlit Zero Gravity foam in the 1 millimeter, and it's cut just about the width of the gape of the hook, just a little bit shorter than that. You can see after I've tied that in with a little angle cut, the tip was a little long, so I'm just going to trim that tip out, and then we'll finish securing down this foam. And this foam body here is going to help this fly float better. So we'll make sure we're all the way back to the bend of the hook there. Go forward again just to secure everything down. Now I'm just going to take and manually wrap this foam, and we're going to create our body. It's going to be harder to see where it's a dark colored foam. You can't really mark it up with the marker, but we're just going to wrap open spiral, and it's just going to create a very small, you can see a very small taper to this, and we'll wrap this body all the way up to where we started. Take our thread, secure that off. We'll just secure it off about 2 wraps over the top in front, and then over the top just to clean it up. I'm going to take my razor blade, I'll pull it and use my razor blade to cut it, and that's going to give me a nice clean cut, as you can see. We'll finish securing that down. Now we're going to take a piece of 2 millimeter black foam with the point on it, and then put some glue. We'll take that point, and it's going to go about 3/4 of the way back the body of the hook. Secure that down. And we're going to secure that in the back, and then we're going to go up and secure it right at the eye of the hook there. We'll seat it down, and then I'm just going to compress this foam. Before I compress it, to make it easier, I'm going to cut this just a little bit shorter so it's easier to manhandle. Now you can see I'm just going to take and create my thorax head of this fly by wrapping and covering that up. Once I see that I've got that nice and secure where it needs to be, I'm going to wrap back to the back end there. Now I'm going to take some silver bait fish predator fibers in a small clump and secure that off. And then I'll wrap it back. And then just to make this more durable so that doesn't come out, I'm going to pull that back and then wrap over the top of it and secure that in. Here I'm going to trim my wing back just behind the bend of the hook there. Trim that out nice and clean. We're getting close. We're going to put some black beaver dubbing. And this is an awesome dry fly dubbing. It repels water naturally. So I'm going to take a small amount, and we'll just put that on our thread, create a dubbing rope. You don't need too much, but you want to just make sure you have enough to create a nice head on this caddis. We don't need too much bulk in dubbing because we've got the bulk from the wing case and the balloon head foam. So we'll wrap that all the way up and then back, and then we'll pull that foam back over the top to create a bubble head there, bullet head. I'll secure that down with a couple wraps. Now I'm going to take some 1mm orange foam as well. Trim that wing down just a little bit. Now I'll take the orange foam in 1mm. Just like the 2mm foam, it's cut roughly the width of the hook gape. I'm going to secure that down just a small piece, and you can see that it's got tag ends on both sides. And this is just going to help act as an indicator so I can see it a little bit better. We'll take a little bit of super glue and put it on the thread there. And this is going to help just secure this knot as we finish off this fly, make it more durable. So we'll take the 2 wraps and secure all of that glue into the thread. Take our whip finish tool and do a couple turn whip. I usually do 3. So we'll do a 3-turn whip finish here. Now I'm just going to trim out my thread, and then we'll trim down that indicator on top. I'm just going to cut it pretty much straight across, so you just see a tag end there. So I don't see that orange, I'm going to snip it out at an angle so you just have that little tiny orange indicator on top. And there you have the suspension Black Caddis. We'll trim out this top part of the wing case so it's at an angle as well. And this is a great effective pattern to tie and fish in the spring, fall, and winter for your favorite caddis hatches. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day.